So I am at my little over hotel right now, just relaxing, getting ready to have myself my favorite hotel dinner, steak breakfast. This is a different one here, their own version of steak and fried. I'm just relaxed and just really basking in the glow of Valentine and a really beautiful dinner that I surprised my children with last night. I took them to a restaurant that I really liked that was right on the beach, and we had a great time. And it was a couple $100s. I am saying this not to brag about it about the price, but I'm remembering a few short years ago, uh, the last relationship I was in for half a decade, y'all, and the attitude that this fool would get about going out on family dinners. This is something I was doing way before him and handling on my own. A single mama, a struggling single mama of four, handling, taking my doing family dinners, not just at Applebee's and no shades Applebee's, but that's just not my speed. I like going to nice places. I like getting my children elevated experiences. They deserve it. They need to be exposed to it. Your children do as well. And everything around that. And I want that to be normal to them. When they get to be my age, I want that to be like, oh, it's nothing. That's nothing. Like that's going to Applebee's. Uh, but the attitude I would get from him and the things he would say, it's too many people. This is too much. This is too much. And the damper, like, fool, you not even having to like go. Matter of fact, you subsidizing. If anything, I was already doing this stuff. So if you come, like, I'm not even asking you to foot the bill for the table, but if you the man, and you the man that so-called deserves to be a medal, like he said on this national platform that he deserved to be a medal. He deserved to have a medal to do with somebody with four kids, right? But you can't even put the bill for all of us to go on a family dinner, and you getting an attitude about paying for hat, like straight up, like pressed about this. And and for like mid and less than mid restaurants like Arugas and stuff like that, like places that are not even like you don't. I like going and taking my family and my children to places that we can set a reservation. First of all, I'm not about that waiting. I'm not waiting for nothing. So I'm not going to no restaurant and waiting. Oh, it's a 15-minute wait. That just ain't me. It's just no. It's a no for me, dog. When I get there, I need my table. I need us to be ready. And then there's just certain things that I like to experience, certain things I like to eat, drink, things like that. There's a certain atmosphere I want for me and my family. But I'm saying all this to say that the memory came back and I'm breathing a sigh of relief because, and I'm celebrating everything about Valentine. It's all about love, and I'm also celebrating at the core of all of my experiences. One thing that never left was my overall love for myself and my children and me loving us so much to always say to myself and to them, nothing is too much. You are not too much. It don't cost too much. Because a message that I'm never going to give myself and my children, and I have to teach how by example, right? By example, I have to show them that I'm not going to let anybody else tell me that something is too much either, that I'm not worth it, that I'm not worth the investment. If I, a single mother of four, working full time, but you know that when you work full time and even doing some entrepreneurial stuff until you get there, and I haven't got there yet. I'm doing a lot better than I used to be, but I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm just not. The struggle ain't real, but the struggle is, whew, it's still singing in falsetto around my corridors. um, I still don't tell me or my children. I'm not going to tell us that we're not worth an investment because we are. Are we not worth? We are worth the planning. We are worth the putting the money back if you got to. We are worth the making wise financial decisions so that when you want to do something nice that you can do it. Um, I'm celebrating because that's love. Love is not just love ain't romance. Love is not a feeling that comes and goes. Love is not convenience. That is love. It's commitment. It is this profound respect, this profound preference for and wanting the best for, starting with yourself. And that's the thing. Um, I'm celebrating also. It's neat. I got to celebrate love with my children and my family yesterday. And today, I'm out somewhere in the world and I get to celebrate it with myself and some friends that I may or may not meet up with them because I'm in a city where I've got some familiars around here, some positive familiars. I'll show that. But being able to sit here and reflect on just through all of my experiences and through all of the relationships that did not work out but taught me things. It's nice to know that what got me through and what got me out of them was this calling that I had back to myself because of my love of myself.
Y'all, I'm officially a YouTube partner and I just launched memberships. Join my community for exclusive perks like behind the scenes content, custom badges, and shoutouts. Hit that join button and let's level up together because we're just getting started, baby.
And because of after I became a mother, my love for my children and this commitment to this life and a lifestyle and my core values and things like that. Um, hmm, which is rooted in love. And it's also rooted in my love for you, my love for humanity, and me wanting to keep myself in and continue to put myself even more and more in a position to be able to give out of my love for myself and my love for my home base to give to society out of the overflow of that. And there's no overflow to give to you from and to give to, the passengers and give to, people that if I'm on stage and performing for, if you're reading a book, there's no overflow. If I'm sitting up and if I'm stuck and I'm tethered to some raggedy mother sucker who's trying to tell me and trying to convince me that I'm not worth it and my kids ain't worth it. The fuck? Oh shoot. The fuck? I didn't say the word. I did not say the word. Uh, so that's it. Hopefully my food will be here in a minute because I gotta get up at like 3 in the morning. But love, there's lots of different versions of it. But at the end of the day, there is the ultimate um source of love, which is supposed to be the foundation of all of your relationships, starting with your relationship with yourself. Sometimes I got distracted. And depending on how you're raised, and depending on the tools that you grew up with and you start out your adult life with, sometimes you may not have all the tools that you need to be able to stay in that right place. And I didn't. I didn't. But I did have enough. I did have enough to help to bring me back to this place and this place that I finally got to be in and I stay in. Um, and it's rooted in love and it feels good. It feels good. Yeah, feels good. So happy Valentine's. And you know, the main thing that I think about on this day is that bishop, Saint Valentine, and the fact that he stood on business. He stood on business. He was willing to wager his entire existence because that's how strong he believed in his values, his religious values, his spiritual values, and everything else around love. And he provided an act of service that Parliament told him to stop doing because they didn't like it and it was against their rules, but he stood on business. And that's the type of convictions that I'm trying to remain in. That I stand on business. Stand on the business of love and my love for myself and serving humanity um, out of those core beliefs, those core values, and everything else that I have. Um, I encourage you to do the same. And PSA to my girlies and my sisters, if you with some dude that wants to throw it in your face how much money he spent, let this be the last time he ever gets to talk to you and take you on some date that's regular, degular, and beneath what you want. Okay. If there's any hesitation, set him free. Love that.
your candy range. I'll be yours and you'll be mine.